As we all know, this will be Jurgen Klopp's last season at Liverpool, but thanks to this understanding, the club's management understands what they must do so that after the departure of the German manager, the processes he started at the club will come to their logical conclusion, and his successor will be able to continue leading the club to new heights. Therefore, today I will indulge in a little fantasy and offer my vision of what the club should do this summer. My name is Ole, and this is Liverpool's rebuild of this summer. Before the start, you can subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up in advance, and hope in the end of this video to hear your opinion on the plan I prepared for the club. Of course, the starting point should be the appointment of a new manager, whose main task will be to prevent a sharp decline after Jurgen's departure, and to build on his successes in shaping the new version of the team. It's not uncommon for a club to fall into an endless cycle of stagnation and failures after a long-standing manager leaves their post. Man United fans can relate to that. The best and most fundamental option for the Reds should be Xabi Alonso. In a short period of time, he was able to build an attractive attacking team at Bayern, which would fit Liverpool both in style and mentality. Alonso is currently distancing himself from rumors about moving to England, wishing to successfully finish the season with his current team. However, if Xabi decides to take a new step in his career, taking the coaching reins at Liverpool would be the best option. The next point may not be liked by many fans of the club, but I hope you understand me. Mo Salah is the main target of Saudi Arabia for the summer transfer window, and when, if not now, to take advantage of the opportunity and accept the offer of 200 million from one of the local clubs for the 31-year-old Egyptian, especially since it was Jurgen Klopp who persuaded him to stay last summer, so in his absence, the player himself may not be against a potential move. As a result of Coutinho's sale to Barcelona, Liverpool received finances for the acquisition of Alisson and Van Dijk, who subsequently brought the club the Champions League and the Premier League, so why not repeat such a scheme again? It will 100% benefit all sides. The first position to reinforce in such a situation will be the right winger position, which will be vacant after Salah's transfer, and here Liverpool will have several options. The first is to look for an established big star to replace another big star in order not to reduce the number of world-class players in the team. Few players can match Mohamed's status, and one of them is Kylian Mbappe. The Frenchman's contract is ending, he wants to play at the highest level, and Liverpool, according to some sources, has already made contact with the player, but it still seems unrealistic considering the soap opera titled Mbappe to Real. Liverpool will have to try very hard to intercept Kylian from Los Blancos. The best alternatives include Leroy Sané or Rodrigo, but it seems Leroy is close to extending his contract with Bayern, and Rodrigo feels happy in Madrid and doesn't want to move to another league, but still worth a try. If they fail to sign someone already established, then Liverpool won't be the first to develop such talents themselves. Then there are three main options: Michael Olise from Crystal Palace, Takefusa Kubo from Real Sociedad, and Pedro Neto from Wolves. They are all 22-23 years old, and none of them has yet grown into a world-class star or has some crazy statistics behind them, but the potential is clearly there, and any of them could flourish in the right atmosphere under the guidance of Xabi Alonso. The next problematic position is the defensive midfielder. Liverpool was looking for a player here last summer. Both Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia, that was heavily linked to Reds, ended up in Chelsea, and in the end, club signed Wataru Endo as a last resort. In the summer, there will be a new opportunity, and there are two such options in the domestic league: João Palhinha and Douglas Luiz. João failed to move to Bayern last summer, but now he may be available for around £60 million. Yes, the Portuguese is one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, but he is already 28. Quite a solid age for modern football in such a physically demanding position. Douglas Luiz, who is 25, is more of a priority in this regard, and he doesn't lag far behind João in terms of playing qualities. Outside the Premier League, there are plenty of options as well, among which stands out Florentino Luis from Benfica, Teun Koopmeiners from Atalanta, who performs excellently under Gasperini, and Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Each of them is 24-25 years old. They have been demonstrating a high level of play in their leagues for several seasons now, but Zubimendi seems to be the best option. Koopmeiners is more of an attacking-minded player, and Luis is a star in the Portuguese league but may not handle the Premier League's level. The team also needs reinforcement in the center of defense, especially if an agreement is reached with Alonso, who plays in Germany with 3 center-backs. Liverpool has Virgil and Konate for this role, who have formed the main center-back partnership this season, and Gomez and Matip, who would be better suited as rotational players. In this context, Liverpool should carefully consider Marc Guéhi, a 23-year-old defender from Crystal Palace. Marc Mark has been called up to the England national team for a long time, constantly improving his defensive skills, and does not have a reputation as an injury-prone player, which is very important for a transfer in the years ahead. Another good option is Piero Hincapié, who is familiar to Xabi Alonso from Bayer, will cost significantly less, and will immediately fit into Alonso's style of play. However, Mark's advantage is that he is already adapted to the Premier League. If we look at players with less experience, standout names include 20-year-old centre-back Antonio Silva from Benfica, 22-year-old defender Gonçalo Inácio from Sporting, and 18-year-old Lenny Yoro. They are all undoubtedly great talents, but acquiring one of them would be a big risk. It would be more appropriate to trust someone more experienced. And finally, it should be noted that Andrew Robertson is not getting any younger, and in the event that Liverpool still have money, a talented alternative could be sought for the nearly 30-year-old Scotsman to provide competition. Options like Alphonso Davies and Theo Hernandez look appealing, but they are almost unrealistic. Davies is a priority for Real Madrid, and Theo has no intention of leaving Milan for now. However, if by chance Liverpool have the opportunity to sign either of them, they should definitely take it. If not, then attention should be paid to more subtle options, particularly 20-year-old Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth and 21-year-old Victor Christensen from Leicester, who is currently on loan to Bologna this season. Neither the first nor the second will be able to compete with Robertson, but they are more promising than Tsimikas, will add depth to the team on the left defensive wing, and may grow into first-team players if they continue to progress. Both are accustomed to playing at a high level and won't cost much. If Tsimikas won't fit the new manager's tactics and there is no money left for an equivalent alternative to Robertson, then one of these guys may well attract the attention of the club's scouts. And as I see it, they could assemble a team that will continue to demonstrate a stable level of play, progress, and compete for titles even after Klopp's departure. Overall, I can say that Liverpool is not facing the fate of Manchester United, as they have an adequate administrative system within the club and everyone understands what needs to be done. I am confident that if they choose Alonso or any other manager to replace Klopp, it will be done intelligently rather than impulsively and emotionally. Similarly, their transfer system is almost perfect and can find suitable players for their system, although sometimes this system can flop. You can watch my recent videos about Liverpool's worst transfers during Jurgen Klopp's era to learn about such flops, so we eagerly await the new chapter in the club's history, and we will soon find out where it leads. What do you think about this? Do you think Xabi Alonso is the manager Liverpool needs, or are there much better options? I would like to hear your opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and love this game. Also check some of the videos on my channel as you can see on your screen. See you next time!